morning to everyone of you. And guys, now we are just going to see the second chapter in industrial engineering, which is called as break-even analysis. It's like in this chapter, it means so much good quality things we are just going to learn. Okay, so without wasting time, let us get started. Because this break-even analysis tells about the details variety of how the cost can be consumed, in which we can reduce the cost, how we can just manage the cost of effectively, and how efficiently we can use, and in which resource we need to spend the money and which we don't need to spend money. So a lot of good things that has been given in this chapter. Okay, so without wasting time, let us get started. So the chapter's name is break-even analysis, and you can see it is a resource that has to be given up to achieve a particular target. Okay, cost, it is a resource that has to be given up here to achieve a particular target. Okay, so to achieve a particular target, we are just doing certain kind of things to reduce the entire prices. Okay, so the next thing you can see, cost is divided into fixed cost as well as variable cost. So fixed cost means item cost is fixed cost, variable cost means just the transportation, holding cost, carrying cost, the service cost, maintenance cost, repair cost. These are the kind of cost comes under variable cost. Okay, I think so you got the point. So what is fixed cost? Fixed cost is a cost that is independent of quantity or of production for a given time is known as fixed cost. For example, you can see rent per month, rent is fixed cost. Salary is also fixed cost. Insurance is also fixed cost. Property tax, depreciation, each and everything comes under fixed cost. Okay, it means for a certain time we are just making the fixed cost as constant. Okay, it means for example, you are giving the rent means suddenly instantly 1 month 2000, next month 5000, next month it don't increase. Okay, it means per certain of over a period of time, you can see for a given time. Okay, we are giving the rent, salary, insurance, property, each and everything in a constant way. Okay, so just another example, if we are just having a Xerox machine means, it means do you think that each and every month we are just paying extra for getting the Xerox machine, or holding cost for Xerox increases? No. So for certain kind of thing we have to just go open. Okay, and you can see for 1 year we are just analyzing this one. Suppose if in the question it has been given 6 months, means for 6 months of duration we are analyzing. Okay, it means it depends on the, it means year. Okay, the cost depends on the each and every year. Okay, next one you can see variable cost, a cost that is directly depend on the quantity of products. Okay, it's known as variable cost. For example, raw material, packing cost, fuel. So you can see fuel, it means variable cost per unit. Okay, Q is the quantity produced. Okay, so you can see V, variable cost per unit. Okay, Q is the quantity produced. Okay, total variable cost equal to total variable cost is equal to V into Q. Okay, total variable cost V into Q. V, I think so you don't know variable cost. Q is the number of quantity, and so you can see it is literally graph of y equal to m of x, y equal to m of x. Okay, so then how the thing will be? It will be like this. Okay, 1 2 3 means theta 1 theta 2. You can see the slope continuously increases. Then you can see this is quantity and this is cost. Then you can see this one. So the quantity, for example, the quantity is only 5. So you can see the cost is only 5 rupees. But you can see the same thing, the quantity is 5, but you can see that cost is so much. But for the third curve you can see, so theta, it means theta tells how much cost as well as the quantity varies. Okay, theta tells how much the cost and the quantity varies. Okay, so you can see for a something, the variable cost for the third one is literally so much. Variable cost of 3 greater than variable cost of 2 greater than variable cost of 1. Okay, I think so you're getting the point. So the next thing you can see, for a welfare of the company, fixed cost, and it means for register and welfare. Okay, so fixed cost and variable cost will be low. Okay, so the next is total cost. This total cost will be how much? So total cost means the fixed cost plus variable quantity. Okay, variable cost. Okay, so these are the two things that we are just adding. So you can see here a constant has been added. Okay, in fluid mechanics also, for which one? For first one will be for pseudoplastic fluid. For Bingham fluid, I think so you would have seen. For that there will be certain constant. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think so got the point. So for that what will be okay. So tau equal to a plus of du upon dy of n minus of 1. Okay, so while taking nu equal to, it means nu equal to b u, it means b equal to mu apparent du by dy of n minus 1. Okay, this is just a n. Okay, so it's like while you are just dividing, each and everything will come in the big quantity. Okay, so in that Bingham, it means Bingham has a k will be certain that you can see here constant has been added, so it will be like this. Okay, this is fixed cost, this is variable cost. Okay, so total cost equal to fixed cost plus a variable cost. So y equal to m, it means cost fixed cost plus of m of x. Okay, so this is theta. Okay, so this is entirely called as total cost. Okay, you can see note when the variable cost is becoming steeper, more sloper, the sign of closing the business. Okay, so whenever it is being like this, it means it's been increasing like this, so the chance of closing the business is so much. Okay, suppose you can see, if I'm just going to a bakery, I'm just ordering one puffs or one samosa. It means one samosa rate is 10 rupees, means it is convenient. If suppose if one samosa rate is 100 rupees, means will you close the business? Sorry, will the person come and buy? No, and definitely the closing of business will be so much higher. Okay, why? So even though they can say I'm just manufacturing this samosa entirely made of pure oil, pure maida, pure each and everything in a pure quantity, but will the person will buy? No. So that's the problem. So next thing you can see about this one, see the quantity is same but the cost is so much high. Okay, the assumption in the break-even analysis, selling price will remain constant at all sale level. Okay, selling price will remain constant at all sale, quantity discounts are not allowed. There is a linear relationship between sale volume and cost. Okay, the costs are divided into two categories: fixed cost and variable cost. Production and sale quantity are equal. Okay, production and sale quantity are equal. See, in this thing entirely we don't consider the inventory, it means the safety stock and the buffer stock we don't consider. So no other factor will influence the cost except the quantity. Okay, just a simple thing. You can see total sale. Total L is the selling price per unit. Okay, the total sale is equal to S of Q. So this is a normal thing. Total sale means variable cost wages sale. Okay, so I think so you can say this one. This is cost, this is quantity. The total sales equal to tan theta equal to S. It's just a simple, it means total sales turnover, it means how much we are able to turn over. Okay, for example, what I just told, this is fixed cost plus this is variable cost. So this is only the sales. Okay, it means how to say, means total cost, variable cost. For example, total cost equal to fixed cost plus a variable cost. So fixed cost, for example, rent per month, rent is 5,000. Okay, so variable cost, so what are the things that can vary? So depending on the maintenance, holding cost, carrying cost, delivery cost, so for the 2,000. Okay, so total cost you are going to spend per month is how much? 7,000. Okay, it means you have, this is the input is 7,000, so output you have to earn more than 7,000 to get a profit. So you can see this is the samosa is. Okay, samosa, so one samosa equal to 10 rupees. Okay, so you can see one samosa 10 rupees, two samosa 20, so it has been increasing like this. Okay, so it means for earning for 7,000, how much samosa you have to spend? Literally 700 samosa you have to spend, so that we can get the amount of 7,000. Okay, I think so. Now you have to just combine the curve. So this is what I just told, this is total variable cost, this is total cost, this is the quantity, it means the samosa quantity, so I can just earn a lot of profit. So at the beginning you can say, it means we have just input 7,000, at instantly we get 7,000 instead of selling samosa. So one samosa, two samosa, while the samosas is been sales been increasing, you can see it's matching. It means 7,000 samosa is been matching the 7,000 the input cost. Okay, how much we are doing selling. So later on, suppose you can see 700, 701, it means 10 rupees extra, 702, 20 rupees extra. So you can see this curve whenever it matches. Okay, I think so you got the point. So you can see in the, it means in the total sales, it means how much you are just selling equal to tan theta. Okay, cost and quantity. Okay, so this is cost and this is quantity. Okay, so you can see this one. Suppose if the, it means like if the curve is like this. So this is the total cost. Okay, as I just told you before, in total cost, this is total sales. Okay, total sale. So you can see, to earn profit, slope of sale line must be greater than slope of cost line. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I think so you can you understand. So what is this one? This is break even point. Okay, this is break even point. Okay, this is total cost, this is total sales. Okay, so I think so you got the point. So it means sorry. So whenever I just make a graph like this, you can see this one. So this is represent as beta, this is represent as alpha. Okay, this is total sales, this is total cost. Okay, this is break even point. Okay, so next thing you can see tan alpha. This one, tan alpha is for total sales. Okay, tan alpha equal to for alpha quantity is for total sales. Okay, but for tan beta equal to, this is for total, which one, total cost. Okay, total sales and total cost literally different thing. Okay, so at the break even point, what will be, both will be same. So total cost equal to total sales. So total cost equal to fixed cost plus a variable cost equal to this one, sales equal to sales cost into quantity. Okay, I think so you can divide. So Q of break break even point, this one, F plus variable cost divided by S. That's it. Okay, simple thing. Okay, not a bigger complicated thing. So this one will be, oh yes, we made a good mistake. Okay, because this Q need to come here. So F equal to SQ minus of VQ. So you can see F divided by S minus of V equal to Q. Okay, break even point. This is the main formula for break even point. Okay, so you can see break even, it is such a quantity where we are neither earning profit nor losing it. Okay, just a simple thing. So you can see in before this curve, it is entity loss. Okay, break even point, it is a point where the total sales and total expense are equal. It is a part of zero profit. Okay, you can see in this point we are getting zero profit because 7,000 rupees we inputted and we just got 7,000, means what is the profit in it? So it is okay, I think so you can understand. So break even point is this one. So 1, it means you can see whenever Q is less than break even point, total cost is greater than total sales value. Okay, okay, so you can see break even quantity, it means when Q less than break even point, because the total cost is increases and less than total sales. Okay, so case 2, when Q is greater than break even point, total sales is greater than total cost, so it will come profit. This is a profit, this is loss. Okay, so next one, angle of incidence. Okay, angle of incidence, it is an angle between sale line and the cost line. You can see. So okay, so for example, how to say, this is the green like this, and this is green. So what I just told, this is beta, this is alpha. So okay, but for this total sales as well as this total cost also, there will be a angle. Okay, that angle is called as angle of incidence. Okay, angle of incidence will be from total sales and total cost. Okay, I think so you got the point. So this is quantity, this is cost. Okay, this is theta. So this is Q basic, it means break even point. Okay, I think so you got the point. So what I just told, tan alpha equal to this one, tan alpha equal to sales, tan beta equal to this one, total cost. It means total cost, let us mention V. So okay, so theta will be theta equal to alpha minus of B. Okay, so if you want to represent in a different format, tan theta equal to tan alpha minus of beta. So what is the formula of tan alpha minus beta? So tan alpha minus of tan beta divided by 1 plus of tan alpha tan beta. Okay, this is tan theta. So what is this thing? So tan alpha is S. Okay, so you can write as S minus of V divided by 1. The same thing, tan alpha beta is 1 plus of S of V. Okay, so theta equal to tan inverse S minus of V divided by 1 plus of S of V. Okay, T is equal to tan inverse S minus of V divided by 1 plus S of V. Okay, I think so you got the point. So it means this guys literally so much simple. They are asking the difference between these two angles. Okay, that's it. So first angle is this one is beta. It means for total sales. This is alpha. This is for total sale value. This is total cost value. So they're asking the difference between these two angles. Okay, that's it. Just 1 second. Next early break-even point is desirable. Early break-even point can be achieved by 3 methods. Okay, it means, for example, suppose if you want to achieve the quick profit, there is 3 methods. Okay, one is increasing sales price. Okay, for example, before I was selling in this price. Okay, break-even point is like this. Okay, so somewhere like this. Okay, this is what this is. It means a total cost. This is total sales. Okay, you can see. So for achieving the break-even point, it means zero profit. I am just selling more quantities. Okay, so instead of selling more quantities, I am just increasing the slope like this. Okay, you can see it has been reduced. So for example, instead of selling, it means selling one samosa is 2 rupees of 10 rupees. I am just selling one samosa at a it means rate of 15 rupees. Suppose if I just increase the samosa rate at 25 rupees, means you can see it achieves so much soon. So break even point will be so much soon. Okay, I think so get the point. So the sales value is increasing. Okay, so you can see while we are just selling this, you can see that it means the total angle of incidence also will increase. Okay, you can see what is an angle of incidence. This is the angle of incidence. So this is the angle of incidence theta 1. Okay, theta 2. You can see theta 3 is so much bigger. Okay, so theta 3 is greater than theta 2 greater than theta 1. Okay, it is angle of incidence. Okay, I think so I got the point. Okay, so by increasing the sales price, break even point is achieved early and my company is in profit because higher price customer may not come. Okay, so next thing, if we decrease the sales price, my customer will be happy, but I am able to definitely. Suppose if it is decrease, suppose guys, one samosa I am just selling, it means selling at a rupee, it means rate of 5 rupees, means so more number of quantity we need to just produce and we need to sell. Okay, so definitely it is not possible. Okay, so next one is second one. So third three methods. Second one is decreasing or reducing fixed cost. Okay, for example, per month how much the rent is. Let us mention the rent is 5,000. So I'm just insurance cost and property cost, and what it could be the other things. For example, Xerox machine costs around 50,000. So I'm just asking a discount. Okay, discount and this rental cost I'm also asking a discount. So instead of being in the 50,000 5,000 like this and the variable cost, I just made a discount from them. So instead of 5,000, I just got how much? Only 4,000. And this Xerox machine, instead of 50,000, I just got in 40,000. So you can see the price has been decreased. Okay, so the total cost won't be like this. The total cost will be like here. Okay, so suppose this is the graph of, this is graph 1, this is graph 2. So one is 5,000 plus of 50,000. So second is 4,000 plus of 10,000. So it means 40,000. So you can see here the cost will be 44,000. Okay, here the cost will be 55,000. So 10,000 difference. So these two consider 10,000 difference. So you can see the it means total sale will be like this. Okay, you can see for graph 1 the break even point is coming soon, or for graph 2 break even coming soon. Graph 2 break even point is so much sooner. Okay, than when you compare with the one. Okay, you can see where this one. Okay, I think you got the point. So decreasing of the reduce, it means fixed cost also will reach through more. Okay, I think so you got the point. So variable cost same, only the fixed cost that we are just reducing. Okay, I think so you got it means total cost, fixed cost plus a variable cost. In this fixed cost all we are just reducing. Okay, so next one is third. What is third method? Third method is decreasing or reducing the variable cost itself. It means entire variable cost we are just reducing. Okay, so while being like this, okay, this is, you can see this is the total sales. Okay, so you can see suppose fixed cost will is like this, so this is total cost 1, so this will be total cost 2. Okay, it means you can see the fixed cost we are just keeping constant. Okay, only variable cost is varying. Okay, you can see break even point here and break even point this one here. So graph 2's break even point is so much sooner, so we will get able to get lot of profit in it. Okay, I think so you got the point. So you can see break even point can be reduced by increasing fixed cost, no, increasing variable cost, no, decreasing and checking none of this. Okay, so break even it's reduced by decreasing fixed and variable cost, increasing sales cost. Okay, I think so you got the point. It's not a bigger, it means a tougher thing or so much complicated thing. It's just an easy thing you have to just keep in your mind. Okay, next is you can see break even sales. Break even sale is break even sales equal to selling price into quantity at a break even point. So simple thing. So here how much quantity we are just saying, that's it. Okay, break even sale equal to sale into break even quantity. Okay, quantity at break even point. Okay, so S is how much selling price per unit. Okay, S is just a selling price per unit, Q is a quantity at break even point. Okay, so you can see break even sale equal to S into break even point. Okay, so break even sales, okay, break even sales equal to S into F divided by S minus of E. Okay, this is it means before what I just told Q, it means quantity at break even point is how much, quantity at break even point F divided by S minus of E. Okay, break even point equal to F divided by S minus of E. So break even sale equal to S, it means number of sales, it means selling price into break even quantity F S minus of E. Okay, that's it. So I think so you can understand that. So you can see margin of safety. So after break even point, each and everything for us is entirely safe. So we are getting lot of profit amount. Okay, so you can see total sales and total cost. You can see the profit. Okay, so you can see break even point the Q actual. Okay, I think so again. So profit increases, and when we just go from here to increase, profit decreases. From break even point we are just going right, means the profit tends to be increased. Okay, just a simple thing. Okay, no need to consider. So you can see margin of safety is Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, margin of safety equal to Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, you can see in terms of unit, it means Q is unit. In terms of money is margin of safety, just multiply with that, it means selling price. Selling price equal to selling price into Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, margin of safety equal to S into Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, so I think so got the point. So margin of safety in terms of percentages, just simple, it means in terms of quantity we are just considering it Q actual minus of Q break even point divided by of Q actual into 100. Okay, just a simple thing. So guys, in this it means this second chapter is entirely common sense only, that's it. So no need to think bigger, no need to think so much complicated. It's entirely based on basic thing. It means common sense, that's it. So you can see cost and this is quantity. So you can see this is break even point and you can see total cost. It is total cost, it means, and total sales. Total sales equal to, you can see total cost plus of yes. Okay, that's it. So total sales equal to, so total sales equal to total cost plus of profit. Okay, so SQ equal to total cost is F plus of VQ plus of profit. Okay, so yes, Q minus of SQ minus of VQ equal to F plus of profit. So Q S minus of V equal to F plus of profit. So this is, it means total number of quantity we need to sell for getting a profit. Okay, so suppose if I am just getting profit of 1000 rupees means, so it means I am able to tell how much quantity I need to sell. Okay, so example 1000 rupees I just got profit means how much quantity I need to sell. That's it. Okay, I think so I got the point. So it means at a break even point, what will be profit will be until 0. Okay, just one second. Okay, so break even point equal to F divided by S minus V. So what is contribution? Contribution C. So contribution equal to total sales minus of total variable cost. Okay, so C equal to sales minus of total variable cost. Okay, so total sales minus of variable cost. Okay, I think so you got the point. So next one is profit volume curve. Profit volume graph. So what is profit volume graph? I think so you can see. So it means the entire thing which I just told you about. Okay, you can see about this one. So sales cost equal to, it means selling quantity, the total sales cost equal to F plus of PQ plus of P. Okay, so P equal to this thing comes this profit equal to S Q S minus of V plus of this. So for getting profit this much. Okay, that's it, simple thing only. So not a bigger thing. So if they just represent a graph format, it is okay. I think so you can understand. We can just write here. So you can see guys, at it means how to say, I mean this is quantity, this is 7000. Okay, this is 7000. So at the beginning I am just going to send after zero profit. Okay, zero profit. So profit increasing till now it's been profit. So whenever I achieve this one, I am just getting a profit of 7000. Okay, this is 7010 rupees, 7000. It goes on increasing. Okay, so what is this one? This is total sale. So total sale is alpha. So this one also will be alpha. Okay, I think so you got the point. So this thing will be entirely covering of loss. Okay, because if I get a profit only, I am just able to make money. If not, it means it is entirely loss. So this entire thing is profit. Okay, I think so. So this one also same. It means alpha is same. This also alpha is same. So this is break even quantity. Okay, whenever you just make like this, you can see this is quantity of break even point. Okay, so this is entirely, this one you can see the total thing is Q actual. Okay, it means from here how much quantity you are just selling. So this graph will be Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, I think so you got the point. So this is fixed cost. Okay, I think so you got it. This is a simple thing only. Okay, so you can see equation of straight line with a negative concept. Okay, so this is S minus V, so that's why we are just going downwards. Okay, I think so you can understand. So you can see what is tan alpha. Tan alpha equal to this one, profit in this side. So profit divided by this. Okay, Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, So tan alpha is this one. So you can see guys, the entire thing alpha is constant. Okay, so tan alpha equal to P divided by Q actual minus of Q of break even point. Okay, so equal to this F fixed cost plus of Q of break even point. Okay, equal to, it means F plus of P, it means this one, F plus of P of entire thing, Q of actual. Okay, these are three things that you have to just keep in your mind, so do not forget. Okay, you can see this both are the thing in rupees per rupees, so that's why the rupees is cancelled, we are just getting this one. Okay, I think so, got the point, so no need to confuse. Okay, so if they asked about in a rupees quantity, just multiply with the bottom line with the total number of selling price. Okay, yes, profit divided by Q actual minus of Q break even point into sales. Okay, is fixed cost divided by Q of break even point into sales equal to fixed cost plus of profit divided by Q of actual divided by into sale price. Okay, I think so you can answer. Okay, so by this thing you can just calculate each and everything. You can see Q actual minus of Q break even point of sales, it is margin of safety in rupees. And you can see break even analysis, this is break even sales. Okay, this is actual sales, that's it. So simple. Okay, so what will be profit divided by V. Okay, it means variable cost equal to profit divided by margin of safety rupees, F divided by PES and F plus P equal to actual sales. Okay, if the PV, it means PV ratio tells the company is more disabled, earns more profit. Okay, so each and everything we have to just say with the relation to the P and V. Okay, that's it. So you can see profit volume diagram are used for comparing different products as well as different machines. Okay, break even point quantity for two machines. So you can see for machine 1, total cost equal to fixed cost plus of Q plus of variable. This is manual machine. For manual machine, fixed cost is less, but for variable cost is more. Okay, because let us consider lathe machine and as well as CNC. CNC, the maintenance cost is so much higher as well as the repairing cost is so much higher. But for lathe machine, the maintenance cost is okay. But here the employee cost is so much higher. Okay, but for CNC the employees cost is not that much higher. Okay, so I think so about the point. Not a bigger case, not a smaller case. Okay. For manual machine, the fixed cost is less because the lathe machine costs around only, for example, 5 lakhs, let us consider. But the CNC machine costs around 20 lakhs. Okay, so you can see the difference. So for automated machine, fixed cost is more, but variable cost is less. Okay, you can see this one. So the curve itself, it means you can see the fixed cost itself is varying. Okay, so for this one you can see this is the lathe machine. So this is the which one? It means lathe machine is manual. So this is CNC. Okay. So for example, you can see the fixed cost for CNC is so much higher, but the fixed cost for manual machine is lesser. Okay. So where is 5 lakhs and where is 25 lakhs. So you can see, suppose if I'm just using the which one? If I'm just using the suppose if I'm just selling a quantity of 1000 rupees, 1000 quantity, so you can see in which one I'm just able to get the more profit. You can see in, so quantity selling is lesser, but you can see here the total cost also been increased. But what's the main problem is we have to just come this side. Okay, so you can see in here you are able to achieve the break even point. Okay, but guys, literally you can see it, but I think so you can understand, but you can see in this literally the lathe machine goes the curve like this. Okay, but for the CNC the curve goes like this. So for it means you can see whenever this side means whenever you are just able to send the quantity, it means quantity of it means lathe machine, you can see cost only, but you can see this one. So in this point the CNC thing will be so much higher. Okay, I think so got the point, no need to confuse. So the other thing also you can see whenever we also just change the variable, you can see fixed cost, fixed cost, fixed cost, fixed cost. When we just change the variable cost, you can see how much the diversion it has been there. Okay, I think so can understand. So you can see. So case 1, whenever it means break even point, so first machine is preferable. Whenever the quantity is lesser than break even point, first machine is preferable. Okay, I think so got the point. Okay, so but whenever the Q is to, okay, can see the Q of A is whenever the second thing is going, so the second machine is preferable. Okay, so simple thing is only not, don't confuse. You can see the two, it means for example the total cost is right here. So this is normal lathe machine, okay, normal lathe machine. So this is CNC machine, okay. So normal machine for them, this is 1000 rupees, this is 1500, this is 2000, the economic quantity is 5000. Okay, but you can see if this is 2000, this is 3000, this is 4000, this is only 5000. So you can see the total cost I am spending here. Let us consider this. So for the lathe machine in this particular way, I am just spending only 2000 rupees for getting, it means 100 products. But for the same thing for CNC machine, I am just spending 4000 rupees, so extra 2000 rupees. Okay, so in this time, it means break even point left side, machine 1 is preferable. Okay, the same thing whenever we just go from this side, like this. So you can see this is machine 1, this is machine 2, so this is 5000. So you can see so this is 5000, 6000, 7000 goes on, but this side you can see it's been counting. So this is 5050 rupees, this is 6000, this is only. So you can see in this sector machine 2 is generally preferable. You can see where this is 5050 rupees, this is 6000. Okay, in after the right side curve, machine 2 is preferable. Okay, I think so you can understand, just a basic thing, no need to confuse. So at break even point, total cost equal to total cost 1. Okay, so F plus of break even quantity into variable cost 1 plus equal to F2 plus of quantity of break even point of V2. Okay, F2 minus of F1 equal to Q of break even point V1 minus of V2. Okay, so Q of break even point equal to F2 minus of F1 divided by V1 minus of V2. Okay, I think so you can understand, just a basic thing, no need to just confuse yourself. Okay, so these are the just problems. So problems are not a bigger thing. Okay, it's problems are so much easier. Okay, so we will have just a 5 minutes of discussion about the first chapter. So each and everything I just told you and how the thing will be. So everything basic inventory model, Wilson and Harrison model, purchasing power. Okay, so next one, inventory model, deterministic model, probabilistic model, assumption I just told to you. So number of minutes also I just told each and everything. Okay, demand per time, okay, demand per year. So each and everything I just told. This one ordering cost, total cost, profitability cost. So this is normal thing. So you can see total, this is everything I just told you. Okay? So economic order quantity equal to 2D CC C0 divided by CC. This is the Q dash. Okay, total cost is switch on. Okay, so D divided by Q of C, it means the ordering cost, and average we are just taking as switching cost, Q divided by Q equal to CC. Okay, I think so you can understand. So whenever we just add total minimum cost at optimum condition, this entire thing will be root of 2D C0 of CC. Okay, so total minimum cost equal to D into C plus root of 2D of C0 of CC. Okay, so ordering cost is so much, this one anything. Okay, the basic thing only guys, not need to just confuse us. So this one okay, it means see whenever you are just seeing the problems, you will have a clear cut understanding. Okay, then okay guys, then that is for this today's video, and I hope so you would have liked this video, and let me see you in the next video. Until then, take care, bye bye.